Okay, here we go. 1 year later. Actually, 1 year and about a month. Quick recap. So I resealed my driveway, 2 different kinds with the Home Depot product and the Menards product, the 2-year product. So about the first, 1/4, probably down to about here, was with Home Depot. And then through the center area here was Menards. And then this last portion here was back to the Home Depot brand. And then I came up short right here at the end of the driveway. So I had to go out and buy more. I bought 2 more jugs of the Menards stuff, and it covered this spot and the whole driveway again. So basically, this driveway has 2 coats on it. I think I waited 2 days between coats. But you can see a lot of the cracks have reappeared. The driveway was in really bad shape, I'll admit that. But a lot of the cracks have reappeared. This big crack, I know I filled it with that crack filler stuff in the 1-gallon jug. And it didn't do it. The really bad areas in the center have returned. Not as bad. The driveway is definitely not as bad as it was 1 year later. But you can see this area. This area was, well, it was basically like this before I put the sealer on there. It didn't have anything to stick to, so you can't expect much when there was nothing there. But you can see it's just peeling up again. And I live in right outside Minneapolis. We had a pretty bad winter. A lot of snow, a lot of ice, a lot of freezing, a lot of thawing. You can see we had a heavy rain last night. A lot of the material washes to the bottom of the driveway. And we put a little bit of salt on our driveway in the winter. If it gets really bad and icy, I try not to, but you put salt on your driveway, melts the ice, the water seeps down into the cracks, it freezes again, it thaws again, and so it's just a vicious cycle. Takeaway, try not to let your driveway get really bad. Fill the cracks as they appear. I would probably go with a little bit better product, maybe the 5-year product. It's only like $4 more per 5 gallons. And go with that. Get your driveway resurfaced. Start doing it maybe 3 years after you resurface the driveway. I'll probably get this one done next year, probably, if I have the money. As you can see, the concrete slab that goes up to the garage is starting to drop. You can see it's dropped about 1 inch, which is very common. You get the big crack with the big hole, and you can see right down in there, there's nothing down there. So what they do now is they'll resurface the driveway. Repave it. They'll tear everything out and they'll bring the asphalt all the way up to here. That's the way they do it now. Why they still build them like this? I talked to the contractor that does the driveways, and he said they still build them like this. This still happens today on new construction. I'm not a contractor. I don't know how it's done, or why it's done, but he told me they still do it. And they end up tearing out these concrete aprons because they start to drop. Anyways, let's go look at the neighbor's driveway right over there. All right, here's the neighbor's driveway. It's beautiful. He had this done about 4 or 5 years ago. And he just had it resurfaced. And it is nice. There's no cracks. There is a little crack right there. But it's about 4 or 5 years old. And it's a little bit bigger than mine, probably 700 square feet. So expect to pay around $6,000 for something like this. So anyways, you can't see a difference between the two areas anymore. It all looks the same. However, I would go with the Menards product. It goes a lot farther than the Home Depot product. You'll use twice as much Home Depot product. And try to go with don't go with the cheapest one. The 5-year only costs, like I said, $4 more per 5 gallons. Anyways, good luck.